Hello, I'm Chris. Welcome to Marine Corner. Can't really find a good angle at the minute to film from, so I've just grabbed this position right here. Where to start? Well, had my exam today. I didn't pass. Not quite sure how I did. Well, I know I failed. But it'll come out with a mark out of 150. 100 is a pass mark. I felt confident coming out of it, ready to collect my pass mark, but it wasn't a pass. I've really studied hard this weekend. Wanted to make more videos this weekend than I have done. So yeah, not in a good place. Not in a good place, that's wrong. I'm in a good place. I've done some Christmas shopping, got my son some nice surprises, like a dinosaur book that he loves dinosaurs. He wants to be a paleontologist. Went to one of his assemblies once, and he said to the class had to say what they wanted to be, and like most kids want to be footballers these days, and a few wanted to be policemen, but he was the only one who said paleontologist. I was like, that's my son. I always get emotional talking about him. I've been worried about him for the last 7 months since I've moved out into my own place. That's not getting any easier. But he had his parents' evening on Monday, and I was in tears because it was just a relief. So it's not been a bad week overall. There's some good things. The thing is with the studying, it is what it is. I tried hard, I worked hard, and I felt like I studied hard, and I'm ready to go again. It's not made me, I don't know, I'm going through counselling at the minute. I don't really, this is a bit rambly, but we'll roll with it. I'm going through counselling, but I'm finding this fact that there's not much they can really do now, because how do you feel about your exam? Well, I feel like, I feel miserable. No. I feel angry, I feel determined, I feel like, do you know what? I feel like framing it, putting it on the wall, that's the last one I'm failing. That's how I feel about it. I need to start journaling something I started, I'm going to get back to tomorrow, and I can say how I'm feeling about my exam. But to be honest with you, anger, disappointment maybe a little bit, but anger and determination is what I'm feeling the most. So I'm going to crack on with that. Trying to think what else I wanted to update on. So a good week other than that. Like I say, doing Christmas shopping's good. I'm really I love Christmas. Like, big kid, you know what I mean? Like, mince pie out for Santa Claus or whatever, because he won't come if you don't. But so I'm looking forward to Christmas, and I get to see him on Christmas Day, and although I won't have Christmas Eve with him, I'm going to still get him a stocking, and I'm getting some bits for that now, and main presents as well, and I'm just not sure what to get him at the minute, because he's asked for Transformers, but he likes his Transformers, but I feel like getting more, like, not just like some Transformers, but like also he's got like other presents as well, which, I'm excited anyway for Christmas. So yeah, at the minute it's not a bad week, and I just want to shout out as well, I'm aware that Genre Books and Pat have tagged me in a couple of tags that I've not done yet. I never thought to check that part of my channel, so I'm a bit behind on those, so I am planning on probably filming a few back to back and then posting them on Monday. So if I've got on Tag Tuesday, but if I've got the same t-shirt on, that's why. It's not. Well, I might have two different t-shirts. I might put pajamas on for one, and then what have you. So yeah, not a bad week, but do you know what? Failed an exam. I've failed exams before. I did my AAT level. which is accountancy. But the way I kind of explain it really is, I see AAT as college and SEMA as university. Kind of, that's the kind of level. Like, but AAT I did all myself. Literally Saturday. Sorry, I'll keep moving my arms. It's not because I've got jazz hands. It's just I'm warm and I'm ready. I've just cooked spag bowl, so I'm ready to get my pajamas on and read my book. So yeah, I forgot what else. Yeah, so I did all my AAT myself at home, learning, taught myself. Any problems I got, anything I weren't sure of, I had to work out in my head. I'm finding SEMA a bit harder to try and do that. So yeah, but I'm like, it's more the money side of it now. With the cost of another exam, it's money. But I mean, it'd be more frustrating if it's 80 odd, you're like, oh, miles off. But if it was 90 odd, you're close to passing. So it's frustrating, but I'll see where I'm up to anyway with that. So yeah, I'll be doing a video on Friday. This is just something to kind of cheer me up and just to, well, I've got something to open, and I forgot about it, and then thought, oh, I can open that now. I've had some tea. I'm ready to chill out. I'm reading Tell Me I'm Worthless by Alison Runfit. Quite enjoying it so far. I'm actually surprised to quite say I like these characters that are unlikable. Like, I really enjoyed Boy Parts by Eliza Clark. I enjoyed Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. Excuse me. And I'm also enjoying this. I enjoyed Penance, but not as much as Boy Parts by Eliza Clark. But I'm finding I quite enjoy this genre. What else did I enjoy? Oh, I enjoyed Heaven as well by Mieko Kawakami. I'm not sure if that's right or not. So yeah, that's where I'm up to with that. So I've about 60 pages left, so I'm planning on finishing this tonight now. Not thinking about exams till Monday now, because, well, maybe Wednesday actually. Give myself a week off, because I'm thinking I've got my son this weekend, so it's fair game. He has to play on the PlayStation 3. There's like a Mega Drive Classic, or is it? I'm not sure what it's called now in America. It's gone. It might be the Master System or something like that. But yeah, the Mega Drive. So I used to have Streets of Rage and Golden Axe, and he has to play that at weekend. I was like, yeah, I'll bring that round and we'll play that. So we'll play that at the weekend. Forgot what I'm saying now. So yeah, so this is a long video again. So yeah, I just wanted an update on my exam really, and say I've noticed a few tags that I've not done that I'm wanting to do. Still got a lot on the library reading to do. I've not really checked my spiders today because I've not been at work. Usually I check it while I'm on my break. Because I know my library card off by heart, but it's just quicker because it's already there. But I've got to go to the library tomorrow. Well, I don't have to go to the library tomorrow, but I'll probably take this back and see what's on my reserve shelf. But I think I need to cull back now, because I don't think I'm going to get to much more by the end of the year, realistically. Depends how this studying goes. If it goes, you've got 96, 97, then it'd be like, right, okay, revision and just go over the bits I weren't sure on. But we'll see. But for now, like I said, I'm going to finish this tonight. I've got Safe and No North on the go by Charles Bukowski. But I'm not sure about reading that, because it's short stories, and I think I just want to focus on a novel for an hour or two, read. So I've got, my next read is going to be Julia Armfield, Our Wives Under the Sea. And then I've got a couple here, I think. I was thinking of reading this after that then. Tinkers, still got that to read, and that as well, but Wide Sargasso Sea. But like I said, I'm going to see what's on my reserve shelf, and I mean, I've got a few other books around me that I want to read as well, but I'll go through that on Friday when I get a bit more of an idea of how much I read tonight, what I want to read next. I've also got, like, I've realised I've got the Sin Cities as well. I've read most of them this year. There's only 2 left. I thought, well, November, December. I wasn't going to show this now, but I've started, so now I'll finish. I don't know who said that. I think it was a British comedian used to say that, maybe, or a game show host. I've got those 2 Sin Cities I want to finish. Those 2 Sin Cities. I still need to finish A Cruel Sea. I'm going to try and give that a proper solid go at weekend, even though I've got my son when he's in bed, or I'll try and read. I also want to read No Longer Human, but I'll do a proper, like, update. I was thinking of reading this as well for non-fiction November, but I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for that tonight after failing an exam. But I don't think the book I've picked's probably that great for that, really. So yeah, I've got a few ideas what I want to read next, but like I said, I'm going for Julia Armfield just because I do like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. Well, I think, like I said, I'm enjoying these kind of unlikable, I think protagonists is the right word for the main character it's revolved around. Yeah, I'm weirdly liking them, so I think, oh, my nose is itchy. I don't know what that means. I think that means some, wife's tale or something. Your nose is itchy, you don't have an argument with somebody or something. Yeah, so weirdly that's something I've enjoyed this year. I am still thinking about my top 10 lists of the year. Well, it might not be 10 for every section, but it will be 10 for the majority of them. So yeah. So what I actually came on to talk about after such a big ramble is I got some more books from Corona Samizdat. So I just thought I'd literally just go through these because I just thought, you know what, I was feeling a bit not miserable, like I say, I'm determined, but I felt a bit rubbish before, for want of a stronger word. Felt a bit rubbish, and I'm like, it's the thing is, it's so hard work. Exams is hard, studying's hard, but I didn't want it to be easy. I wanted it to be hard because if you don't achieve something in life that's hard, what's the point? My AET was a massive struggle. I was doing, like I said, I was doing crazy hours. Like, I was doing literally nothing. I'd study, exam, pass, and then go out, right, where we're going this weekend, get out beers with lads, I don't really go out much these days. I'm more of a hermit these days, but I don't mind that. I actually not prefer. When I go out, I enjoy it. So but yeah, it was like we go and watch. I remember. Well, I'll tell this story before I get into them. I remember failing an exam in AAT. Decided to do 2 in the same day, passed both, and then I remember having one exam and and we was going wrestling after my exam, so I passed my exam and then I'm going watching. It was only it was Preston City Wrestling, so it wasn't I think there was ex wrestlers there, but it wasn't WWE or anything like that, but it was passing an exam and doing something like that was great, going out and enjoying yourself. So it's like I say, that's why I thought I'd do this, because these are here. I mean, I did go in Manchester afterwards, and I did have a look at books, and I did see quite a few I fancied. I fancied reading Turn of the Screw, which I know is a classic. I fancied reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for a while. And I fancy reading the, I'm not sure if it's James S.A. Corey, The Leviathan Wakes. I fancy reading those as well. There's quite a few I fancy reading. So yeah. So anyway, I'll get on with these books. They're all from Corona Samizdat. Like I say, it's the only place I'm ordering. I'm hoping I've got 12. Because I'm thinking if I've got 12, then I'm planning on reading one a month next year. But if not, I might place one more order and then wait till anything new comes out. I feel like I've got enough. I've got too much to read at the minute. So they had a deal on for buy 6 get 5. So I ordered off them. I got Wailing Madness, Shame and Death, a novel by W. Gavin. It doesn't have anything really about the book, but it's a novel. So I'll give that a go. I quite like this size paperback. One of my things I love doing, if you ever see me out and about, I've usually got a thing in the packet, a book in my back pocket. This one's Over the Rainbow, Hardly, by Chandler Brossard. This one says, though best known as the author of 2 of the earliest beat novels, Who Walk in Darkness and The Bold Saboteurs, Chandler Brossard, 1922 to 1993, perhaps displayed his exuberant imagination best in the chapbooks he wrote during the second half of his life, all of which are collected here. A chimney sweep comes clear. A chimney sweep comes clean is a hilarious, randy account of life in England in the early 1970s, while Dirty Books for Little Folks offers erotic revisions of classic fairy tales, postcards. Perhaps the funniest work here is a folksy walking tour of Kafkaesque America. Closing the Gap and Shifty Sacred Songs are slippery meditations on language, and traditionally a place of banishment is Brossard's only venture into poetry. Literary critic Stephen Moore furnishes an informative introduction to this omnibus from one of the most daring, innovative writers of post-war America. So that sounds good again, and it's the same size as the other one. I'm not sure what I'm up to now. Oh, this one is The Balkan Flick by Rick Harsh, who actually runs the press. This is Adriatica Deserter, and on the other side is Cranberger with Monkey. I haven't read any of these yet, I've only just opened the packet, but I've not read any of the Corona Samizdad's book I've got so far. Let me just get my scissors again. Like I said, I'll probably wait to see if I get the Christmas money before I order. But like I said, I do fancy being able to read one a month for next year. But like I said, I feel like I'm going to have loads to read anyway. They're quite jammed in there. But yeah, so like I say, next year is going to be a big challenge. I want to try and read as many books as I can, and then I can. Well, I'm aiming for 200 books, so then I can actually buy more books then, because that's what my son set me. But then he said he was setting me another challenge, so I'm like, like I say, I'm happy to do it, because if it gets rid of my books, then that's better for me. So this is Mark Nash's book, who's also on BookTube. Death of the Author. No, I can't speak tonight. Death of the Author in triplicate. This looks good. I love the cover of that. I quite like a start cover. A train cycle produced by 3 authors. A senior investigating officer is on his way to a fresh murder In his crisis of faith, he questions the material nature of evidence and the abstract judicial system they are put towards as proofs. The dead body signposts a crime scene staged with symbols of the divine interred in one of the four elements constituting the material universe. In part two, a widow and a literary agent are having a heated phone exchange about the fate of her late husband's unfinished manuscript. In part three, an author is taking down all his sticky notes, twine, and graph paper for the book. He has just completed as he ponders the next steps and tries to anticipate some of the questions that will be thrown at him. Where does he get his ideas from? A paradox when set against the unremarkable act of sitting down at a desk, sticking notes up on the wall, crossing them out again, and lighting up forbidden cigarettes and hiding the evidence from his wife. In showing his mundane workings, we are asked to trace the leap into a work of a creative imagination until his literary future is threatened. So that sounds good. Can't wait to read that one by Mark Nash. So that's 4 so far. I also ordered Across My Big Brass Bed by Gary Amdahl. I love the size of these books. Gary Amdahl was a playwright in the 80s, a book reviewer in the 90s, and a flailing nebbish thereafter. His work has appeared in Gordon Lish's The Quarterly, Mark Muskie's Fiction Agent, Gettysburg Review, Massachusetts Review, A Public Space, Santa Monica Review, Book Slut, and Swoller, and elsewhere. He has reviewed and or been reviewed and interviewed in NYTBR, LATBR, Los Angeles Review of Books, Washington Post, Boston Globe, The Nation, Book Forum, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, The Millions, Necessary Fiction, Rain Taxi, and many other venues. He was also the fiction editor of A Hungry Mind Review. He wrote 2 of the only 4 reviews that helped Gina Berriart with Hen and NBCC Awards for Women in Their Beds. Okay, I thought there was going to be more about the actual book, but there's not. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'm going into that one blind, as well as the first one I said about the W. Gavin one. I'm not sure what's left now. I think there's only 2 left. Is that the case? Yes, 2 left. So this one looks quite big. This is Year of the Plague Rat by Randall Young. So these all look amazing. This one doesn't say anything about it, but it kind of reminds me a bit of that back cover reminds me a bit of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders of Mars. I don't know whether that's planned or just an happy accident. And also I think this final one is a short story collection, but there's nothing on it, but I love that cover. See, I always look at artwork like that and I think, why can't I do that? And then also the back. That one's nice and thin. So I've got 10. So yeah, like I say, I'd need 2 more to make it the nice round 12 for next year. Excuse me. Which I think I might do. There are a couple I fancy on there now. But like I say, I've got enough really, but I just fancied if I got a bit of Christmas money, getting 2 more and then having enough then to read one a year. one a month for the year, but it's not major. I've got enough to read, like I say. I want to try and have a look at that. Not next video. I think next video I'm going to try and do a lighter video and less rambly and stuff. But yeah, so that's where I'm up to now. I think, like I say, I want to sit down and read this, and try and forget about my exam. And I've not forgot about it, but put it to the back of my mind a bit at least. Frustrating, but it is what it is. We don't get through life without having these hiccups and stuff, so feeling good. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Let me know what you're reading down below. I'd love to know and be interesting. Or if you've got any recommendations, or if you just want to drop a comment, obviously don't feel obliged. I think with BookTube you vote with your feet. If you want to subscribe, you will, and if you don't, you don't. I'm not going to ask you to because I don't want to. I want to leave it up to you. But I'm going to do I'm going to do the tags for Tuesday. At least half, if not all 4. I want to start with the oldest ones I've been tagged in, and I'll start remembering to check that more. I'm trying to think. Friday I'll probably just do I'll try and do a quick breezy video, what I plan doing the weekend. I don't know yet. That's not up to me, that's up to Samuel, what we do. It's always his choice. Doesn't let me have a choice. Not that I want a choice, I'm just joking. But if he said, he has me playing Rainbow Friends. He has me playing Minecraft, which they both do me head in, but I play them for it. Like I say, when he mentioned playing the classic video games that I used to play, I'm all in there. Because I can stomach them. Not stomach them, but Minecraft goes over my head a bit. I'm a bit old-fashioned. I'm quite happy with a first-person shooter, shooting people and not too much thought to it. Really. Well, I'm not saying there's not much thought to it, but just having a bit of fun with it. So yeah, that's me. Basically, I'm quite quite happy to just have a fighting game, button bash, or things like that. So Minecraft is, especially when he's building stuff, and he's like let's build something together, and I'm sat there like a lemon because he's building these houses with sticky pistons and redstone dust, and I'm build a house. He was helping me build an house, and I built a room in my house, and I went, how do I get downstairs? How do I get out the door? Because I just built basically a box. I undid my mistake, but it was just whereas he would have thought of that, and I do try and play with him on that as best I can, but I try and also limit his time on there. So we also I want to try and go for a walk at the weekend. There's an older video. I'm going off on a tangent again, but where I went for a walk, I fancy going that walk, and even though it's cold, just having to stand there, sit there for 5 minutes, or something, and keep going, or play some football maybe on the park. He has me running around. So that's that anyway. I just thought I'd do this video. I know it's a bit longer than I expected it to be. I was just going to show the books, but just wanted to get that off my chest. Just want this channel to be a bit, normal. I will have struggle, will have bad days and good days, but the good days outweigh the bad. It's just, I'm not glad I failed my exam, but I'm glad I feel the way I do about it. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, and speak to you soon. Bye.